It's definitely going to take some getting used to. Similar to how I used to not say, you know, Ashe, stay divinity, and welcome to, my platform, TTO No Limit Production Inc., Future Renaissance. Now, it flows. So of course, with practice, everything is possible with practice. But I had to change that, slogan, practice makes perfect. I started changing that slogan, practice makes perfect, when I realized that I perfected speaking negativity into existence back then. It wasn't until about 5 years ago, 2020, when I came back, the ending of 2020 when I came back to New York, and I started to put things into proper perspective. And I realized that, when you're manifesting, or when you're doing anything for that matter, or when you're just lifing, there's a lot of things that you don't say because words are powerful. And if words are powerful, especially when they are meaningful, then there's certain things that you shouldn't be saying, because now it's almost like being very contradictory to the universe. It's the very same thing of me saying you learn two ways. You learn directly or you learn indirectly. So it's the very same thing when you speak to the universe. When you speak to the universe, you want to speak to the universe with positive affirmations. Now, the challenging part becomes, it's a lot easier for people to speak with positive affirmations to the universe. The challenging part is following the actions of those positive affirmations that you spoke on to the universe. This is where the challenge becomes. This is where my challenge used to be, And it's not that I couldn't follow through, because at some point I always followed through, but I always waited for the last minute, because of the simple fact that, like I said, the individuals that used to be in my life, that I allowed to hold certain titles in my life, well, they kind of overstepped their boundaries. Or rather, should I say, I allowed them to step over their boundaries, because I believed that everything was reciprocated. And once I found out it wasn't, then I did what I had to do.